All right, you can see we've kind of leapt forward here in this next video. I think you can go ahead and get caught up through this. There is one area that a lot of students get hung up on though. Right over here, you saw kind of in our normal layout, the 24-foot wide, drive lane. It doesn't line up with our entryway over here with the white lines. And so I'm going to show you a quick tool. It's called the extend tool. And so I'm going to type it in, extend, and I'm going to tell it, it says select objects. And so I want to extend a line out all the way to my parking lot line there. And then I'm going to hit the space bar, and I'm going to go ahead and click on the white line and extend it out. What I've just allowed it to do is that this will actually be the road, but then I need to, the white line will be the edge of the road. So I need to go ahead and cut out the rest of the information in between. And so I'm going to use trim. I'm going to select there. I'm going to go ahead and trim the other lines that are there. Now I can go ahead and just delete out the other red lines, and there we go. And so what you'll see now as I kind of pull back is that the entire parking lot is almost done. And so much like I've done elsewhere, and so I'm going to go ahead and use the trim tool. In order to go ahead and cut out all these pieces, I can use trim. I can select out on the outsides there. Same thing. I'm going to cut out the back line here. It allows me to tell it which lines to cut between. And for right now, I don't actually need that center line anymore. And so then I want to cut between there and here at the end. So again, so now what I've got is I've got all of my parking lot stalls. Everything's all laid out, all square. Right? This is how the end of a parking lot. Except for the fact that you'd run over the corners all the time on this. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you use a tool called fillet. And what a fillet does is that you specify a radius by typing in the R. So 2 feet 6 inches would be for all the minor radiuses, but let's start with the bigger ones, 10 feet. And so 10 feet is about as small as you can make with a car. And so it says select your first object. And so what I want to go ahead and do is on all the major turns, so this would be a major turn coming into the parking lot, I'm going to go ahead and select both, and you see that it goes ahead and it draws in the line for me. Same thing here, and I can kind of work my way around. So all the major lines can kind of be turned like that. However, I may also want to go ahead and do all the smaller ones, and so that's where 2 feet 6 inches, radius first, R. So 2 feet 6 inches, and then I can go ahead and zoom in, and I can take care of the smaller pieces. And sometimes you got to zoom in quite a bit to get it to actually where you want it, because I want to make the connection here. Oh, there. So it actually left me with a bit of an extra line, and so what I need to do is go ahead and then delete that line out and make sure that it's all clean. That looks like it worked. So again, I can go back into fillet. If I want to keep the 2 feet 6 inches, I just can go ahead and just keep on working. And so just work my way around, cleaning up the drawing as I go. And so you'll see that kind of repeated over and over here again. This is basically the end of the drawing for us. So once you've gotten through this step, all you really need to do is you need to clean it up. And what I mean by cleaning it up is that really the intent is that all of the yellow would be for just the lot lines themselves. And so anywhere where we'd see a physical curb, you can just use the mouse and kind of highlight over the top of those. And then we should be able to actually go back to our Home tab. And under here, it actually says which layer, you can go ahead and click on this drop down layer, and I'm going to go ahead and I want to put those into the parking lot design. Then I can hit escape, and you can see I just reloaded all of the, that information's now and I'll do it again real quick. Go back to the Home tab, go into parking lot design, and I've changed it from one layer to the other. And so that's what I want you to do is go ahead and clean all this up, and then you can go ahead and use the plot tool to go ahead and create a print of the drawing. And I think that's about it.